Hello everyone, I am Mrs. Sandhya Lanke, Faculty Shri Jain Vidya Prasarak Mandal, Rasikla Lem Dhariwal College of Pharmacy, Pune. Today we will discuss about monophasic liquid dosage form part 2. In this video, we will discuss in detail about mixtures. Let us discuss the learning outcomes. After watching this video, you will be able to define mixtures. You will be able to discuss methods of preparation of mixtures. You will be able to compare diffusible and indiffusible solids, and you will be able to discuss formulation of mixtures. So let us start with the definition of mixtures. Mixtures are liquid preparation meant for oral administration in which medicament or medicaments are dissolved, suspended or dispersed in a vehicle. Means from this we can say that mixture can result either in a solution or a suspension or an emulsion, because when we know that there are two components of any solution or mixture, a solute and a solvent. So when your solute completely dissolves into the solvent, it will result in formation of a true solution. That means your mixture at that time will be a solution. When your solute is solid and solvent is liquid, at that time if the solute is insoluble in the vehicle, it will result in suspension, and if both solute and solvents are liquid in nature and they are not mixed properly with each other, that may result in emulsion. So we can say that mixture is a liquid preparation which is administered orally, in which either a single drug or combination of drugs may be either dissolved or suspended or dispersed in vehicle. So there are 5 different classes of mixture. One more thing, when the several doses of mixtures are dispensed into a single container, that will called as mixture, and if one dose of that mixture is dispensed in one container, it is known as draught. So in short we can say that mixtures can result in repeatedly administered doses, while draughts are the single dose administered preparation. Now let us see the classification of mixture. Mixtures are classified into 5 different classes. First one, simple mixture containing soluble substances, for example carminative and diarrhea mixtures. Mixtures containing diffusible solids, for example potassium bromide mixture. Mixtures containing indiffusible solids, for example aspirin mixture. Mixtures containing precipitate forming liquid, for example lobelia tincture mixture, and mixtures containing slightly soluble liquid, for example paraldehyde mixture. Now one by one we'll go in detail about each class of mixtures. First, simple mixtures containing soluble substances. So in case of this, only soluble ingredients are present in the mixture. These are represented by true solution. That means solute will completely dissolve into the solvent and it will result in a clear and homogeneous mixture. For example, carminative mixture, expectorant mixture, antacid mixtures. Let us see the method of dispensing of mixtures containing soluble substances. First, you have to take your solid substance and dissolve it in 3/4 quantity of vehicle. Then examine the solution critically by holding it against the light, and if there is presence of foreign particles, filter it by using the cotton wool. Add any other ingredient, then you have to add more vehicle so as to produce the final volume. Fill it into the bottle. Obviously the bottle should be as per the type of your medicament. Then cork it, clean the bottle so as to remove the fingerprints, and then we have to attach the label. Afterwards wrap the bottle and it will be ready to dispense. So this is the general method of dispensing. An example, ferric ammonium chloride, which is a water soluble drug. Chloroform water will act as vehicle here. The direction is 1 tablespoonful to be taken 3 times in a day after meals, and the general method of dispensing simple mixture will be used here for preparing the mixture. The second class is Mixtures containing diffusible solids. So what do you mean by diffusible solids? Diffusible solids are insoluble powder substances which are light in weight and readily mix with water. They remain suspended throughout the liquid for sufficient time after shaking. So these diffusible solids, they are not soluble in water, and that's why their uniform distribution is necessary. So because of their light weight, they are getting uniformly distributed for sufficient period of time after shaking. That's why there is no need of suspending agent. For example, bismuth carbonate, bismuth subnitrate, magnesium carbonate. Some more properties of diffusible solids are the mixtures containing diffusible solid, they give more accuracy of the dosage as compared to the other indiffusible solids. The suspending agent is not required, wetting agent is also not required. The substance penetrates within the solution, that's why it will give uniform distribution of the drug, and the substances do not float on the surface of water because they are getting uniformly mixed with the vehicle. The general method of dispensing of mixtures containing diffusible solids: powder the drug in mortar, add soluble drug and mix. Measure 3/4 quantity of vehicle, add it in small portions so that it will result in formation of a smooth cream. Transfer the content from mortar into the measuring vessel. Before this, again you have to observe the solution critically for presence of foreign particle. If any particle is there, pass it through muslin cloth. Then add any liquid ingredient, add more vehicle to produce final volume, fill it into the suitable container, cork it, polish it and attach the label with check well before use direction. See friends, here check well before use direction will be very important because for uniform distribution of the medicament, we need to check the container. Then only the dose accuracy will be maintained. The example of how we can write the answer by another way is here presented. It will save your time and plus it will be a nice way to present your answer. So by this way also you can write the procedure. Example of mixtures containing diffusible solid is that of magnesium sulfate, magnesium carbonate, peppermint water. So here both the drugs are antacid and peppermint water will act as a vehicle. So by using the general method of dispensing mixtures containing diffusible solid, you can dispense this preparation. Moving to the next, mixtures containing indiffusible solids. So let us discuss what is meaning of indiffusible solids. These are insoluble powder substances which do not readily mix with water and do not remain evenly suspended throughout the liquid for sufficient time after shaking. And because of their uneven distribution, we have to add the suspending agents. So here as compared to diffusible solid, this one is the major difference. Here we have to add suspending agent for uniform distribution of drug for sufficient period of time after shaking. For example, acetyl salicylic acid, phenacetin, chalk powder, zinc oxide, quinine. The characteristics of mixtures containing indiffusible solids are: here dose accuracy is less, suspending agent and wetting agents are required, the substances do not penetrate within the solution and the substances floats on the surface. Now here as we discussed, suspending agents are required. There are two types of suspending agents which are mostly preferred for dispensing mixtures containing indiffusible solid. The first among those is compound powder of tragacan, CPT. It is nothing but the mixture of 20% acacia, 15% tragacan, 20% starch and 45% sucrose. In board exam, for objective type questions, question may be asked, give composition of CPT. So this is nothing but the answer. Then the CPT is used in some cases only. It is used when the vehicle is other than water or chloroform water. in the concentration of 2 gram per 100 ml of the mixture, nothing but 2% weight by volume. So remember, CPT is used in the concentration of 2% weight by volume when the vehicle is other than water or chloroform water. The second suspending agent used is tragacanth mucilage, which is always used in the concentration of 1/4 volume of total mixture, and it is used when the vehicle is water or chloroform water. Now let us discuss the general method of dispensing mixtures containing indiffusible solids. First, you have to take all the powder substances, solid substances, finely powder, diffusible, indiffusible solid, any other soluble solid, and your compound powder of tragacanth. Measure 3/4 quantity of vehicle and add it in small portion to the contents of mortar so that it will result in formation of a smooth cream. Then add remaining vehicle so that it will be pourable. Observe the contents for presence of foreign particle. If it is, then you have to filter it by using muslin cloth. In the next step, if any liquid ingredient is there, you have to add it at this stage. Transfer the mixture to a measuring cylinder and make up the volume. Then by selecting a suitable container, you have to transfer it from the measuring cylinder, cork it, polish it and label it with the direction shake well before use. So this is the procedure by using compound powder of tragacanth. When we will select tragacanth mucilage as a suspending agent, at that time there is slight variation in the procedure. First of all, we have to take all the powder ingredient like diffusible solid, indiffusible solid, soluble solid, mix them together in a mortar, and then we have to triturate the contents of mortar with tragacanth mucilage. The quantity will be 1/4 volume of total mixture so that it will result in formation of a smooth cream. Then gradually we have to dilute it with half a quantity of vehicle. Observe the contents for presence of foreign particle. If present, pass it through muslin cloth. Then add any liquid ingredient, transfer the mixture into measuring cylinder, make up the volume, pour it into suitable container, cork it, label it with the direction shake well before use. So friends, here only 2 steps are different from each other when we will use CPT and tragacanth mucilage. So just remember the difference. Here is an example of mixture containing indiffusible solids. Chalk powder, which is your indiffusible solid drug, Catacho tincture, cinnamon water. So the direction is secundis hora sumenta. That means you have to take the mixture every 2 hours. So by using the mixture containing indiffusible solid method, we can dispense this preparation. Moving ahead with the difference between diffusible and indiffusible solid, again the frequently asked question in the board exam. Diffusible solids, we will just fastly revise this because we have already discussed these things. Diffusible solids are insoluble substances which are light in weight and are uniformly dispersed in the vehicle on shaking, while indiffusible solids are insoluble substances which are not evenly distributed in vehicle for sufficient long time after shaking. In case of diffusible solid, dose accuracy is more. In case of indiffusible solid, dose accuracy is less. Suspending agent is not required in diffusible solid. Suspending agent as well as wetting agents are required in indiffusible solids. The substance have capacity to penetrate within the solution in diffusible solids, but in case of indiffusible solid, the substance does not penetrate within the solution, and that's why we need to add wetting agent. The substance does not float on the surface of water in case of diffusible solids, but in case of indiffusible solids, substances float on the surface of water. And lastly, examples: calcium carbonate and kaolin, and in case of indiffusible solid, calamine and zinc oxide are the examples. Moving to the third class of mixtures containing precipitate forming liquid. These liquids are not only insoluble in water, but they form indiffusible precipitate, particularly when salts are present. They contain resinous matter, and when it is mixed with water, it leads to precipitation of resin, and that may stick to the sides of bottle, which will be difficult to rediffuse by shaking. So as to prevent this, a protective colloid is dispensed in the vehicle before tincture is added. So here, in case of precipitate forming liquid, most of the time the tinctures are used, and as we know, in case of tinctures, some of the alcoholic portion is present. So when this alcoholic portion is added to the water, some part will be precipitated and some part will get mixed. The precipitated part is resinous in nature, and that's why it have capacity to stick to the sides of the bottle, and because of uniform mixing of this resinous material, we have to shake the container, but after shaking also that will not get uniformly distributed, and that's why here we have to add a protective colloid. So here also we can use tragacan powder or compound powder of tragacan powder for dispensing such type of liquids. Here is the general method of dispensing of mixtures containing precipitate forming liquid. First, we have to finely powder the indiffusible solid and diffusible solid in the mortar. Mix them with compound powder of tragacanth in a mortar. In an vessel, dry vessel, we have to take half of the vehicle and incorporate a small amount of it to the powder so that it will result in a smooth cream. Then add the remaining part of the vehicle. Then in separate container we have to measure the precipitate forming liquid. That container should be dry, and then it is added in a slow stream in the center of the mortar with rapid stirring. Now why this is so? Because when that precipitate forming liquid will be added, it will result in formation of lumps or resinous matter. So the rapid rate of stirring as well as slow addition of precipitate forming liquid are the two important steps here. After that, dissolve the soluble ingredient if it is present in sufficient amount of vehicle in the remaining quantity of vehicle. Add slowly with constant stirring to the cream so as to avoid high concentration that may result in neutralization effect of suspending agent. Then examine the contents of mortar for presence of foreign particle. If present, pass it through muslin cloth. Then add any liquid ingredient and transfer the mixture into measuring cylinder to adjust the volume. Then after that, pass it to the suitable container, cork it, polish it, and label it with the direction check well before use. So in short, when you will compare it with the method of dispensing of indiffusible solid, first three steps are different. In first step, you have to add all the solid ingredients along with compound powder of tragacanth. Then you have to add small quantity of vehicle so as to form a smooth cream. Make it pourable by adding more amount of vehicle, and then the precipitate forming liquid should be added at this center in slow stream with rapid rate of stirring. Rest all procedure is same as that of mixture containing indiffusible solid. Example: potassium iodide, tincture lobelia ether, tincture stramonium, chloroform water. So here same, by using precipitate forming liquid this can be dispensed. Then the next type is mixtures containing slightly soluble liquid. Insoluble portion of slightly soluble liquid is not readily diffusible. That's why we have to add suspending agent. For example, tragacanth powder or tragacanth mucilage is used to dispense such type of mixtures. For example, paraldehyde. So here in case of this, the example is paraldehyde mixture, where paraldehyde, syrup, liquid extract of glycyrrhiza and water are the ingredients. After this, we will discuss about formulation of mixture. In classification of mixture, questions are frequently asked on first three classes: mixtures containing simple mixture containing soluble substances, mixtures containing indiffusible solid, and mixture containing precipitate forming liquid. So there are some introduction and general method of dispensing are important considering the exam point of view. Formulation of mixture. The formulation is divided into two parts. First one is the vehicle and second one is the adjuvants. So in vehicle, water like purified water is preferred. Then in aromatic water, which will provide flavor to the preparation, multiple uses of this aromatic water will be there. For example, chloroform water, cinnamon water. Then the medicated vehicle such as infusions, for example Senegal infusion, which will be act as an expectorant. So the frequently used vehicles are water, aromatic waters, and the medicated vehicle. In adjuvants, now what are these? These are nothing but the substances or the ingredients which are used to improve the safety, efficacy, and palatability of the preparation. In that, some chemical stabilizer, for example, to increase the physicochemical stability of the preparation, some ingredients are used. For example, antioxidant like ascorbic acid, sodium metabisulfite. Then preservatives. What will be the role of preservative? They will prevent growth of microorganism in the preparation. So these preservatives like chloroform, benzoic acid, methyl paraben, propyl paraben are used. Coloring agents like coal tar dyes, then different type of amaranth solution that can be used as coloring agent. Sweeteners, the agents which are used to impart sweet taste to the preparation are nothing but a sweetening agent. For example, sodium saccharine, sucrose, and syrup. Then are the flavoring agents. Various type of flavors are nowadays available which will impart flavor to the preparation. Different type of aromatic water, syrups, lemon, spirit, orange syrup, etc. are added. Fruit juices or essence are also added. For example, syrup, glycerol, then orange syrup, compound orange, spirit, all these are the various examples of flavoring agent. So this is about formulation of mixture. Then the storage of mixture. Mixtures are mainly dispensed in plain glass bottles with uniform internal diameter. This is for just the visual inspection. Then the mixture should be dispensed and supplied to the patient for not more than 3 days to prevent deterioration, because so many type of mixtures are example of extemporaneous preparation, which are nothing but just before administration they are prepared. Then the bottle should be fitted with a suitable cork which ensures its easy removal and to prevent spilling of the mixture. So this is regarding the containers for mixture. Mixture should be always stored in cool and dry place, and in some cases they should be protected from direct sunlight when the drug is light sensitive. And labeling directions. In case of mixtures, the shake well before use direction should be used whenever it is applicable. So this is all about mixtures. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video.